Welcome. This is Tenzin. This is a small introduction to this 21 session challenge, working on your mindset, on your mind in order to enable the body to heal. Healing has to take place within the whole of our being. Healing cannot be a uniquely body activity. We must bring the mental, the mind state into that as well. Without doing that, it's like fixing a car, taking the car in to be serviced, but leaving the engine at home. Our minds are an integral part of who we are as a person, and many people would argue are the most important part of what we are as a person. If we leave our mental state out of our healing process, then we're leaving, as many people would say, the most important part. So healing depends absolutely upon our state of mind. How do we know that? Well, we can see that the arisal of chronic diseases, cancer and so forth, almost invariably comes from emotional issues. But if you take all other circumstances that are similar, in most, not all, but in most cases of cancer, we can find an emotional trigger, an emotional trauma, an emotional event which leads to the onset of that disease. And once we find ourselves with a disease like that, then the ability to heal, the ability of our body to heal from that disease, absolutely depends upon the state of our mind. If we live in a state of stress, if we live in a state of anxiety, of fear, of depression, of any other of these other type of mental issues, we are preventing our body from healing. It's like we're putting a massive great block, a massive stone in the way of our healing. Why? Because our mind is creating our environment. Our mind is creating our world. Our mind is creating the state of our body. And those type of mental issues are creating a physical situation within us which absolutely blocks any chance of our healing. When we think about the body and mind, then many of us would say that the mind, of course, is much more powerful. The mind is the one that's intelligent, not the body. The mind is the one that thinks, that has ideas, that is wise. The body just follows along. And so when we're looking at the two, of working with our body and working with our mind, if we're asking which one we need to work with mostly, then again, most people will say it's the mind. The mind has an enormous influence on the body. Having said that, the body itself is an incredible healer. The body can heal. The body can fix itself from almost anything which is going on, but the mind has to allow that to happen. And again, as long as we stay in those negative mind states, stress, anxiety, as long as we try to heal, we're putting a big obstacle in the way of our ability to heal. So we have to deal with those things. Anyone who's recovered from a chronic disease, anybody who's recovered from cancer will tell you the same. Pay attention to your mental state. Be aware of your negative emotions. Be aware of the fear and the anxiety and learn to deal with them. Now, the problem is most of us don't know how to do this. Most of us had no idea how to begin to work with our minds. We're stuck in a mental state that's been with us throughout our life, of distraction, of busyness, obsessive thinking. We're controlled by our thoughts. We're controlled by our emotions. How do we even begin? Well, fortunately, help is here. In this 21 session program, which I've set out, everything, absolutely everything you need to bring your mind into a state which allows your body to heal is there. Not just in theory, not just in talks, but in practice, in challenges which I'm going to give you every day, challenges which will allow you to heal, how to accept, how to begin to let go, how to find meaning and purpose in your life, how to let go of the trying to heal, because as long as you try to heal, you're just giving energy to your sickness, you're giving the wrong energy to the body, and you're causing anxiety and stress, which again will be blocking your ability to heal. But here within this 21 session program is every tool you need to do all those things, to begin with acceptance, to begin with awareness, to begin to get to know your mind. Because of course, trying to heal is something we have to overcome. And if we try to heal by trying to calm ourselves down or trying not to think about healing, then we're just creating more thoughts and problems. But if we can learn to be in the moment, if we can learn to meditate, if we can learn to do without doing, if we can learn to be with the subtler, deeper levels of our mind, then there is no trying anymore. There is no thinking anymore. There is no obsessively negative thoughts anymore. There is just being. And that being allows your body to heal. So during this 21 session program, you will learn all of those things, every tool you need. And if you follow those tools, if you follow the 21 challenge, which is not requiring you to do a hell of a lot, maximum is an hour or two a day of practice. At the peak, if you follow that program, your mental state will inevitably improve. And you will reach a state whereby not only are you creating the conditions within your body to heal, which are essential, not only are you letting go of the things which are blocking your healing, but you're creating a mental state which will be with you from now on, a much better, more positive, more happy, more joyful mental state, which will be with you not just now, but as you recover, as you go on through your life. It'll be something which will be one of the most important things you've ever done. So both of those things are including. So each session that you do provides a talk. It provides a PDF backup so you can read through and ingest and get to know this material better. And it provides the most key point of all, which is a meditation, a practice for you to do. Not only meditation practice, but other practices during the day, which you can do to enable this mental state to come into your life. So don't wait to work with your mind, because the longer you wait, the longer you are blocking your ability to heal. Start now and begin this 21 session challenge, and welcome yourself to a world of peace, a world of calm, and welcome yourself to enable your body to really heal. Enjoy.